Some guy storms up to me and says, I need extra towels and 402 right now. By user outrageous meet minus 8,187. I was waiting in the lobby of a hotel for a friend to come down. I was wearing black pants, a white button-up, and holding my phone. Pretty standard outfit. Some guy storms up to me and says, I need extra towels and 402 right now. I smiled and said, sorry, I don't work here. He narrowed his eyes, looked me up and down, and said, then why are you standing behind the desk? Because the desk was just a high counter table with chairs. I was literally scrolling Instagram. I stood up, showed him my backpack, and said, because it's a chair, not your personal helpline. He huffed, went to the actual front desk where the staff were wearing navy blazers with name tags, and loudly complained about your employee ignoring me. The front desk clerk looked at him, looked at me, and said, sir, she doesn't work here, and even if she did, snapping at people isn't how you get towels. This part? His wife walked up behind him, smacked his arm, and said, you were embarrassing me again. He said, yes, but we don't usually make the baby's stock shelves until they re at least 2. By user C lawfulness 8,724. A few months ago, I was at Target with my newborn in a chest carrier. The carrier is black with these bright red straps, so I guess from behind it looked like a red vest. I am walking down a cleaning aisle when a woman waves me over and goes, do you guys have more of the lemon Lysol in the back? I turned around so she could see the baby literally sleeping against me. She didn't miss a beat. Oh, well, you're clearly on the floor already, so can't you just check? I blinked at her and said, Mom, this is a baby, not a walkie-talkie. She rolled her eyes and muttered, ugh, useless, and stormed off. A real employee later saw me and started laughing so hard when I told him what happened. Sir, I really don't work at the airport. This happened last year when I was picking up my sister at the airport. Her flight was delayed, so I grabbed a coffee and sat near the arrival gate scrolling my phone. Out of nowhere, a man in a full suit comes up to me and says, you are late. The shuttle should have been here 10 minutes ago. Where's your name tag? I looked up confused and said, I don't work here. Apparently that was the wrong answer because he snapped, don't play dumb. You drivers always pull this. Get up and get the shuttle. At this point, other people in the area were staring. I held up my coffee and backpack and said louder, sir, I am literally waiting for my sister. I don't drive a shuttle. He started huffing and puffing, muttering about lazy employees. Then an actual shuttle driver in uniform with the logo on his shirt walked up and said, sir, I am your driver. And she definitely doesn't work here. The man turned beet red, grabbed his suitcase, and stomped off without another word. The driver gave me a wink and said, happens more than you think. Made my whole night. Got mistaken for a waiter and almost came to blows by user Shadow Moon 8787. For context, I'm not American. I am a brown-skinned Asian from Southeast Asia. I was visiting Houston, Texas as a tourist when I decided to eat lunch at a Tex-Mex restaurant. It so happened my outfit, black polo shirt with black pants, were very similar in color to the ones worn by their waiters. Only difference is the logo of my fave football club Liverpool FC on my shirt. I was leaving the toilet to return to my table when a guy shouted at me asking for his drink to be refilled. When I didn't respond, he came towards me and accused me of being rude for not attending to his needs. I tried to explain to him that I, like him, was a customer, but he kept on shouting and spewing all kinds of horrible vulgarities at my face. So I shoved him away from me and shouted F***KU, P***A. Luckily, a waiter and his manager came to my rescue at that crucial moment before him and I got in a fistfight. That customer was told by the manager get out of the premises before he called the cops and comped my lunch as an apology. I did generously tip the waiter though. Today at Walmart by user HR Cat in Hell. Today about 30 minutes ago. I am dressed in a band t-shirt, shorts, flip-flops. Older Karen-type women looked me up and down and said, where's the coffee? I said, I don't know, I don't drink it. She got aggressive and said, I know you work here, I've seen you before. I laughed and said, no, I do not. I come a lot, currently living in RV. She sneered at me, I've seen you working. I finally said, nope, I make about $75 per year, they don't pay that much. A worker walked over to her and said, you need to leave customers alone or you will be banned again. The lady said, I know she works here. The worker said, no, she doesn't. Drop it or I will escort you out. Lady walked away mumbling. Worker said she does this about twice a week. I just said thanks, went back to shopping.